choose to work with and still make money more than one way. I mean, we do these masterminds. We help talk about MCA and DA because for me, those are like the two reigning opportunities right now that are still there. There's so many companies that come and go. Like one day you join, the next day they're gone. And, there's a lot of reasons for it. Some of them are just not built right. Some of them are actually, most of them, they don't have the right leadership behind it. And that's really like what makes breaks an opportunity is the people that are running it. If they have the right mindset, if they value the people that come into the company. It's just like anything, even in the corporate world, it's the same thing. When people have their own brick and mortar businesses, or they have their own, companies, or, even home businesses, if the leadership lacks, or they're not taking care of their employees or their team members, it's not going to last long. It's not going to prosper. It's not going to grow. It's not going to be what people want it to be. Unfortunately, regardless of how great the company is, the compensation plan is, how easy the opportunity is, how magical the videos are, all of that stuff, it's irrelevant. At the end of the day, when you have an opportunity that's run the right way with the right people, it lasts very long. And MCA has been around forever, and there's people making more money just working MCA than at their jobs for such a long time. I see so many people that make over $1,000 a week with MCA easily. And I don't know what they used to make before, but that alone will put you at $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year just promoting one opportunity. Now imagine if you guys decide to multiply that and get into multiple streams of income and join different organizations, just like DA. And the reason why I mentioned MCA and DA, because MCA is just a product. So it's just an affiliate product. They just give you a commission for selling a MCA Motor Club membership. That's all it is. There's nothing else to it. There's no magic lotion potion. At the end of the day, you're just buying a benefits membership. That's it. That's it. There's nothing more to it. When it comes to DA is more for advanced people, or people who want to advance their knowledge and their commissions, because there's people that are making over $1 million in DA. There's people that are doing 6 figures a month in DA. They have educational backgrounds that go from like basic all the way up to, advanced, where people are traveling all over the world to mastermind with the greatest marketers in the industry today. So it's like you can't compare. It's like, I don't know, oranges, apples, whatever you want to call it, but it's night and day. It's two different things. You can make money in both of them. You can make money in MCA and use it to fund your DA business, or if you're in DA, you can, use MCA as a front end to make money in the front end while you build your DA business. At the end of the day, MCA doesn't do events because they're just not structured that way. They're not a typical MLM network marketing company. They're just an affiliate offer, even though people have made it into, a network marketing company. It really isn't. DA is more sort of like that. They're more into the MLM structure. So they do events. That's part of the way they build their business. And last time we went to Orlando, as you can see from the pictures and the videos, we had a lot of fun. And people from MCA were there as well. And a lot of them learned so much, and they grew their business, and they scaled up. People had a chance to hang out in a 25,000 square foot mansion. They had a chance to hang out, go take pictures and videos with a $500,000 Lamborghini in the front. And those are just some of the things. I mean, before that, we were at the event, we were deep, and people were chanting in the hallways, and we have a lot of pictures, videos, and people learned a lot. They got a lot of value from it. So we're looking to do it all over again, in Vegas. We're just going to have a lot of fun. I don't think we're going to do the mansion this time, but that was a lot of work. Personally, the women of the house, my wife specifically, she was working nonstop, making sure people were eating, and we had the kids with us. It was a lot of work. This time, we just want to have fun and not worry about that stuff. So, but I would like to plan a nice outing. Maybe we can have a nice dinner with the group, or maybe hit up some kind of club or something like that, because I doubt if we're bringing kids. Vegas is not for kids. I mean, my opinion is not for kids, so we'll probably just go, me and her. So I expect that most people will just go by themselves. And we could do this, have a lot of fun. Mastermind, I remember the first time we went to Vegas, we were hanging out at the bar at the hotel we were at until like it closed, and we were just having a lot of fun. We were drinking, talking. It was just really, really a lot of fun, and it's just a good time. It's great to meet everybody and connect with everybody. So we're going to do it all over again. Events definitely change people's lives. As Daniel said, he's designing the shirt. So I'm pretty sure, I don't know if he has any designs ready to show tonight, but if not, by the time we do the next hangout, you guys will see the designs. And I encourage everyone just to come. It doesn't matter if you're in digital altitude or you're not. If you're an MCA, but you want to hang out with a lot of big marketers, because anybody here that's been to a previous event should know that you guys meet like some of the best marketers in the world. And when you network with them, it just changes your whole level of respect. When people see you on Facebook, they see you on Facebook. When you go to events and you actually take pictures and they remember you, and that always elevates your business to the next level. I mean, if it was, perfect example, I met Al at the event in Orlando in person, and he just left my house. He spent the weekend here. We went jet skiing. He took his daughter on a jet ski. We drove around a Ferrari today for a little bit. We had barbecue. We was in the pool. I mean, it was just like, that wouldn't happen. That wouldn't have happened if we didn't meet in Orlando in person at first and just become friends. So that goes to show you, man, those things go a long way. So, that's it, man. I really encourage you guys, if you're not in DA, get with the person who sponsored you in MCA and ask them if they're part of Digital Altitude. If not, then you can reach out to one of the leaders and get a link from them. If you came into MCA under me, obviously come see me for the link. I'll provide you with a link for the tickets for Vegas. And let's do it, man. It's not till October, so you guys got plenty of time to get your airline tickets, book your hotel, and plan your, babysitting situation or whatever the case is. We go for like 3 or 4 days. That's good, from like whatever the event starts the day before until the event ends, usually the day after. And that's it. We'll have a lot of fun, memories, these memories, these photos, these videos, the conversations you have will last forever. Take your game to the next level. But that's really it. There's so many exciting things happening, but I don't want to jump the gun too much. But, like I said, we're here every Sunday. We're here to help you answer your questions. Anything you guys have regarding marketing, your MCA business or DA, whatever you're part of, or if you're in both, this is your time to connect with us and get the best out of it. So I'm done for now. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything regarding marketing, post them in the chat, and we'll be more than happy to answer them. So let's see what we got. Eddie said he's going. That's awesome. Dio said you don't know if I have vacation time. Come on, man. Don't give me that excuse. Dios will be there. Ace the Barber, hopefully you'll be there. Sean said it changes people's lives. Yeah, absolutely, man. So let's make it happen. So the floor is open, guys. Anybody can take over or whatever it is. Ed Edwards, man, you need to start coming to events, bro. You're always on here. You too, Elvin, man. Come see me, and I'll give you a ticket or something, man. You need to come. You're always on these calls. You need to come meet some of us in person, man. Mark, you planning to come to this one, bro? Awesome, bro. I love that. Mark came to Orlando. He actually stood at the house. The guy is super cool. I know you had a great time. And, those memories last forever. I'll tell you that much. So, Gene is trying to come. I know he loves events, but he's trying to make it. Nivea, I don't think we caught you at the first one. So, hopefully we'll catch you at this one. And anyone else, Brandon Shook, may need to come out and meet some of us, man. Eddie Juarez, I know he'll be there. Frankie Batista, hopefully he'll come. So, yeah, the floor is open, guys. Let's see. Mark Anderson, he'll be there. Awesome, man. Sean, take it back, bro.
Man, I got to say this, man. You only got to make a decision once to never miss a big event, and it will change your life. The event's going to come up. Boom, you already know it's there. You've already made that decision. Once you started, make that decision just one time and get there. And the relationships that you make, man, are life-changing, like I put in the comments in the chat. And the relationships that you build are not going to happen if you don't go there. You're going to have a relationship, but it's not going to be like Alfredo just said. It's not going to be that friends for life program. You connect with people. They see what you're all about. They actually can give you a hug and give you a high five and say, what's up? That's a game changer. I met Dios. I picked him up at the airport. I didn't have to pick him up at the airport in Hawaii. I wanted to because I love Hawaii, and I wanted to get tanned because this white boy from Alberta too busy freezing my anatomy off. And I said, yeah, no problem. I'll go to the airport. Same with Alfredo and Daniel and Christina in Hawaii, driving them back to the airport. There's things that you do for people that you don't expect anything in return, but those relationships there would have never happened if I hadn't have volunteered. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good thing. Get out of your comfort zone, man. A lot of people say, yeah, but, you know, Alfredo's $1 million income earner, whatever, you know, they think all this craziness. And I was like, you know, it's okay. I'm pretty sure he's not going to say no because I'm on his team. He's like, hell yeah, you don't mind? I said, no, I don't mind. Boom, I did it, right? Dio's the same thing. It was awesome. If I hadn't have done that, he wouldn't have thought, hey, you know, this crazy Canadian that wears a pink shirt that's bouncing off the freaking walls, I know he's got my back now, and I didn't even have to ask him. So those relationships last a lifetime. This business is a personal development business. It's going to help you grow. It's going to help you get uncomfortable. It's also going to help the other person get uncomfortable. And when you do that, you've got a Friends for Life program with a compensation package attached to it. I would say 1,000,000 times greater than any job could ever pay you. And when you hang out with those people, I mean, it's priceless. I got to tell you, it's priceless.
Hey, Sean, what's up? How you guys doing? Not much, man. I jumped on real quick. I was just at the park with the family. Obviously, a lot of you guys know I was with Alfredo and the family, and many other people. Al came up from Florida, which is, I mean, that's incredible, guys, to see him, you know, just drop everything he's doing and obviously head out up here. But I just want to jump on, guys, because, look, man, there's lots of people say they want to win and all this stuff about it, but they don't treat the business seriously. I mean, look, Sean, thankfully, he stepped up today. I usually host these, but I've been busy. I didn't know how my internet connection was, so I asked him to step up. And obviously, we have a great team, so we got many people who step up. And look, I don't have to be on here like Alfredo doesn't have to be, but we continue to come on here. And it's incredible. Today I was inboxed. I just want to share this real quick. I get inboxed a lot by people asking me, you know, how you succeeded, how you did this, how you did that. And I got another eye-opening today because one guy hit me up and he literally just said, dude, I want you to help me. I want you to train me. I've seen you in just a few months do things that other leaders are doing just so fast. Because, guys, I've only been doing this 9-10 months. I don't know if many of you guys know this. I've only been doing this 9-10 months. I don't have a job. I make a decent income online. Obviously, I continue to watch. But at the end of the day, guys, is I just continue. I mean, Alfredo said it the last time. I'm just a very good copycat. I mean, I'm not reinventing the wheel. I'm not doing anything special or new. All I'm doing is I'm doing what has been proven to work, and I make it my own. And I'll just continue to copy it and do it. The other thing is you got to be able to get uncomfortable with yourself. You got to come on these lives. You got to participate in them. You've got to host them. You've got to go and do your own lives. You got to make yourself come out in the group. Look, I'm not here to say that I know everything in this business. Obviously, I don't. That's why I continue to come to these events events, but also to these Zoom meetings, because every single time somebody talks, as much as you think I'm listening to every single word someone says, because I don't care if it's Sean, I don't care if it's Alfredo, who's been doing this many years and is a 7-figure earner. I don't care who it is. Somebody is going to speak up and say something that I wasn't thinking about. And that's the trick there, is like how much information you're gathering or you're getting every single day to your business to improve it. And it's no different in anything else in life, guys. Anything else, whether it's a corporate job, whether it's online marketing, whether it's your relationship, whatever it is, guys, you always have to listen to consultants, to somebody else who can help you, who can give you more information on how to better yourself or a relationship, better your financial situation, whatever it is, just listening to other people's perspective and taking that idea, that information, and doing something with it. So the other thing with events, obviously we're talking about the Vegas events, guys. Look, there is no secret. I wouldn't be where I was if I didn't make the investment and I didn't make the leap, and if I wouldn't have taken my business as seriously as to go to Hawaii, go to Orlando. I remember the first time I went to Alfredo's house, just things that I did that I did it. I just went, whether it's to go to a leader's house, whether it's to go to an event. At the end of the day, it's all about being able to get out there and build relationships with the people. You don't know who you're going to meet at an event. You don't know what information you're going to get at an event that's going to give you 1 times more in your business, 2 times more in your business, 3 times more in your business, 10 times more in your business. And that's what matters. And at the other side is, remember, leaders want to find other leaders for future endeavors, for whatever it is. So when you go out there, you meet some leaders and you build those relationships. I mean, some of those relationships can easily make you a multiple six-figure earner or a seven-figure earner. So what I would tell you is DA is a fantastic and unbelievable business opportunity where if you get the Vegas, I promise you, as long as you go out there, you shake hands, you say hi to people, you take pictures with people, you're going to meet the right person. At the same time, too, is what's that to your business? At the end of the day, guys, our number one job as marketers is attraction marketing. So attraction marketing is, I just mentioned, I went to Hawaii for one event, Orlando for another event. I've been to Alfredo's house. Obviously, that's not an official event, but just meeting up with other six-figure earners, and even Alfredo was a multiple seven-figure earner. But at the end of the day, guys, that's social proof. I mean, I go out there on my fan page, I say, this is what my job is. My job is flying to Hawaii at a Hawaii. Who doesn't want to be in Hawaii in February? I mean, like, come on, who doesn't use that as social proof? Vegas. I've never been to Vegas. So me personally, at 36 years old, I've never in my life have been to Vegas. I've always wanted to, but now here in a couple months, I'll be in Vegas. So at the end of the day, it's not only an opportunity for you to network and grow your net worth, and but it's also an opportunity for you to use that as social proof, as a reason of why this is so exciting to be in this business. Look, I've been to many different states, hotels, unbelievable places for a job. It's not the same. Like when I checked in at a what was the nicest hotel I ever stayed at a corporate job? Maybe, like the Marriott in Washington, D.C. or a Westin in Orlando. It's different. Like when you check into those for your job, you know that you're going to be waking up at 5, 6 in the morning to go get breakfast. You're going to go to an 8-10 hour meeting that's just going to continue to keep you in the same place where you're at today, making the same income and nothing changing. But at these corporate events, they're exciting, they're fun. You get to mingle, you get to meet people. And again, you're going to meet relationships and build partnerships that can make you another 6 figures or even a 7-figure earner. So events is where it's at. Obviously, for those who are in MCA, it's a little tougher. MCA is a different kind of business. It doesn't have the events, but DA, it's something you have to capitalize on, because I'll tell you all, today I kind of, when that guy hit me up and said, I've seen you from the beginning, when you've only been doing this 9-10 months and you've done all this stuff. And at first I wasn't sure, because I don't reflect on my business that often. I think I reflected once to see what successes I've done, what relationships I've done. But realistically, today I reflected because he said that. And I was like, you know what? I have done a lot of shit in the last 9 months. But it's been good stuff. It's been great stuff that's helped me and enhanced me and put me in the situation I'm in today. So what I would tell you is, don't hold yourself back. Stop doubting yourself. Stop putting doubt in yourself. This works if you make it work. You're in the right place. You've got a great team. I mean, it's unbelievable. I just spent the weekend here with Alfredo, with John Starrow, with Al, with Daniel Rios, Alex, and now who's another up-and-coming marketer. I mean, it's unbelievable the type of relationships you make and the information that's shared. And again, we're blessed in the team we're on, but you got to be able to do the job. You got to be able to do the work. You got to be able to show up, provide value, and the rewards will come. So just wanted to share that, whether I was blabbing around or whatever. Guys, I'm with family right now. I'm with family here in New Jersey. Some of them want me to sleep at their houses. Another one, I literally just told them all, look, I got no agenda. Like, I don't know when I'm going back to home, to Ohio, because I don't need to go home. I mean, other than the 16th of August, I have to be home before the 16th of August, because my kids start school on the 16th in Ohio. So I know I have that. But I mean, isn't that unbelievable? Like, I've never had that in life. I've never had a time where I go and travel, visit family, visit anybody, and not have to say, oh, well, we're leaving on Tuesday because I got to start work. I start my job on Wednesday. No, it's literally, guys, doesn't matter. I can go home whenever the heck I want, other than in this situation, because I got to be home by the 15th or 16th because my kids start school. But it's an unbelievable life. Alfredo, I'll share the story. Alfredo, we were leaving the lake yesterday, and, he just said, let's just go to my house. We'll have a few drinks. We'll barbecue a little bit. We'll have some fun. And he just said, I mean, this is the internet life. I mean, it's just, there is no, sorry, my battery just told me I'm 20%. He just literally just laughed and said, dude, Dios, this is the internet life. Like, there's no agenda. There's no plans. We just go as it goes. And it's true. It's like, there's no agenda. I got to New York City, I think at 1:30 in the morning, because I left Alfredo's house around 11:30. So it's a 2-hour drive. And it's unbelievable. I mean, it's unbelievable to not have to worry about the time of the day, the hour, what time it is, what day of the week it is. And it's an unbelievable feeling, guys. So just want to share that. I hope it motivate somebody, inspire somebody, and just keep ticking away, guys. It's you're in the right place. Attend the events. I hope to see as many of you guys to Vegas as possible. It'll be my first time in Vegas, so I'm looking forward to it, and for sure taking my wife out there. So that's all I got to share. You guys have a good one.
Awesome, man. Anybody else got anything? Mark, I know you got something, bro. Got something, Al?
Yeah, I'll talk a little bit, man.
All right, brother.
I'm always good for a chat. You guys can hear me clear, right? Everything good?
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, I just wanted to piggyback a little bit on what Dios Neri was talking about, man. That's what being an entrepreneur, man. That's what we are. Having the ability to do whatever you want, having total freedom, and be able to move freely with your family and not having to worry about, oh, I got to get back by Monday or I got to get back by Tuesday because you got to go to work. It's a great feeling, guys. Man, I've been working all my life, for people and for myself as a business owner. And this is probably like the first time that I can actually say that I have spent so much time with my daughter, just a one-on-one, like right now, and just come out here and travel, hang out with Alfredo and his family for, the weekend, pretty much. I mean, I didn't have to leave today. I could have stayed. It's just that, my daughter's never been away like that for so long on the road like that. So I was like, look, man, it's cool. We get back. We can come back another time and hang out. My daughter had a great time hanging out with Alfredo's kids, man. They played, and my daughter didn't even want to leave. There's no rush to go back home or anything like that. That's one of the perks, of working from home. Not having to worry about, damn, I got to get up at 6 because I got to hurry up and get home. No, man. Having the ability to do this at a free will, that's awesome. That's everybody's dream, to be able to live free. You hustle online and you make things happen. You improve yourself by going to these events or going to a meeting, to these meetings right here, man. You learn a few things from a couple of key players, and you implement those things that you learn or you hear, and to better your business, man, better the options that you have. I mean, I learned quite a few things today just hanging around. Well, not today, I should say, all weekend. Just hanging around with Alfredo and Dios Neri and Daniel, and John Stark. So I mean, I got to hang around with quite a few key players, man, that so many exciting things that's going to be happening, but I'm not going to go into that myself. But you learn some things, man, and you take that to the next level when you go and implement that in your business. These are things that I'm saying we all dream about, and every day becomes more of a reality. Things just start to happen and take place, man. You just got to be consistent. For you guys that are, I'm fairly new. I'm just close to what Dios Neri just said, 9 to 10 months in this business. And, I've seen results that, a lot of people think that, because they don't push themselves as hard as they should, they're not seeing their results. And they think the system doesn't work for them because they're not seeing their results. The results are real as long as you push yourself, man. You know what I mean? And you come to these meetings and you learn and you implement these learnings into your system and keep pushing. The system is real. There's no fake. It's not a scam. I didn't come all the way to Miami just to make sure that Alfredo's car was not a Photoshop or there was a green screen. We kept joking about that over the weekend.
Or it was a rented Ferrari.
Yeah, it was a rented Ferrari, I was a box. No, man, I came to hang out and spend time with everybody up here, man. And create that friendship like Sean was saying earlier, man. You create a bond, man, that will last forever. If it wasn't for, digital altitude and MCA, I wouldn't have met Alfredo. You know, I've seen Alfredo before on Facebook, but I didn't really know who he was. You know, a lot of guys that I met on Facebook, I didn't really know who they were until I went to certain events and met them, you know, person to person. Excuse me, got to meet their family. And, you know, we created a bond there. And the friendship just grew over time, you know, going to these meetings and communicating back and forth through Skype or through a chat group. Everybody here, I'm pretty sure it's the same that I've communicated with, and you know, just meeting them more and more over time in person. You know, the friendship has grown, man. You know, and this is a great team to be on. You know what I mean? You can learn a lot from everybody here. Just gotta be consistent, man. You know, post every day, man. Not just one time. You know, post a couple of times, several different groups. Join some groups and post in there. There's so many ways to advertise. There's so many ways to, you know, create yourself and your image, brand yourself, right? There's so many ways to brand yourself, man, with videos and posts. And there's nothing more like truth. When you show people, you know, you're on a great team. You show people the adventures that you go through with you or your family members, you know, that you go out and hang out, like Yosnedi said. You know, he don't have to go back home. He don't even know where he's going, except for the fact that his kids got to go back to school. It's an awesome feeling, man. You know what I mean? Just to go out and be yourself. You don't have to think about, damn, I got to be here at a certain time, man. It's so awesome, man. Free will. It's total freedom. That's what financial freedom, total freedom, time freedom. All those three things, man. It's awesome. That's what I got to say, guys. I'm super excited for the fact that I know all you guys, or most of you guys who are on this live right here, man. So let's have this. This is a good team, you know. And we're looking forward to succeed with everybody here, man. That's what I got to say, Sean.
Awesome, man. Thanks for that. And here's the biggest thing. So many people out there, and I used to do this in the financial world, coming from the features and benefits. People don't give a shit how smart you are until they know how much you care. And when you have that connection, sell them on a life of spending time with your daughter, like Al has been, like Alfredo does, like Diosnedi does, like many of the parents do, that will attract them to your business. Don't get all stround up in your head about, oh, this, that, the other thing, Mark and his kids. Sell people on spending time with your kids, and guess what? They'll ask you how you're doing it. People want that. People want to spend more time with their family. They're sick and tired of their jobs. I mean, the job satisfaction survey is 80% with the keyword hate their job. They are open to it. Now, they're probably not as open-minded as they should be, but I can assure you that they're looking for something. When there's 58 million Google searches a month on how to make money from home online, there's something out there for us to be able to attract them to us and our businesses. Don't overcomplicate things. People want to have quality time. They don't want to be stressed out about going to work on a Monday with the death grip. Tomorrow's a holiday for us here in Canada. Lots of people are stressed out about Tuesday coming because it's going to be a short week. Sell people on the lifestyle of spending more time with your family and your kids, and the money will come. Don't worry about focusing on the money. Money's not everything, but if you don't have it, it's everything. But if you help somebody solve their problem with passion and purpose, they'll be attracted to your business, and they'll want in, and they'll get into your MCA business or your DA business. It's that simple. I don't know how more clear we can get on that, but it's all a lifestyle. Dio talked about it. Alfredo talked about it. Al talked about it. We all talk about it because that's the reality. It's not about making $1 million a year. We know that when we start a business opportunity, yeah, it's going to take some time. It's going to take some sweat equity to be successful. But you never quit. Mark, you're next, brother. And then Ed, you're next.
What's going on? You got me unmuted?
Yeah, man, we hear you.
All right, cool. Hey, first and foremost, I want to say thanks to Sean for letting me speak a little bit. And then secondly, I'd like to say to Alfredo, to you, bro, I apologize. I know I've kind of been putting this off on the back burner only because I'm dealing with some family issues with my father being real sick. But this is me kind of reorganizing my priorities, getting back on track. So for me to you, Alfredo, man, I'm coming, all right? You're gonna start reaching out. Some of the things that I'd like to say as Alfredo, and many of you know, I'm not sure if Gene knows, but I connect with Gene a little bit because I'm a former veteran myself. I don't know how many other people are out there, but I know I'm attracted to Gene and his thing because he's doing kind of two things. You know, he's taking care of his military obligation, and he's also doing all this on the side. And you know, that sticks with me. You know, you gotta have a lot of respect for a guy that does that. So Gene, I know you're listening, bro. You're honestly not too far from where I live. So one of the things that I've been thinking about doing is taking a trip maybe up to Austin. Maybe we can connect and meet up, you know, just kind of mastermind ourselves. But anyways, coming from a military background, one of the things that the military really stresses on is leadership and accountability. Trying to be the best leader that you potentially can, and also holding yourself accountable before you're able to hold anybody else. And after I got in the military, I got into sales. And most recently, I was in car sales. I've sold insurance before. I've sold other, you know, subscriptions and things like that in the past. But most recently, I was in car sales. And in car sales, you know, they really want you to push the product. But then even before you get to pushing the product, you have to sell yourself first. You have to sell yourself first. People trust people. They don't necessarily trust the product. And we're seeing a lot of that, especially with MCA. You always see the posts where people are saying, oh, this is a scam. You know, it's a get rich quick scheme. All you want is my money. Then you're going to drop me. Well, for most people, that's what they try to do. But if you've consistently been on some of these webinars and Zoom meetings and even the lives, you know, I try to catch, I subscribe to every single person who holds a live. Alfredo, Sean, Deals, Al, Daniel, whoever, even Gene, whoever, Alicia, Vince, whoever is holding a live, I go to that notification and I click on it to make sure that anytime they're having a live, I'm trying to watch it. If I'm able to watch it, I'm watching it. You know, that's the type of thing that you need to do because it gives you ideas. And not only that, it helps you get comfortable with getting in front of the camera yourself, which I'm working on too. So with leadership, and then there's accountability. You have to be able to hold yourself accountable. Me, what I've done, and one of the changes that I'm making most recent, I have accounted for every single hour of my day, meaning the hours that I sleep. I only sleep from midnight to 5:30 in the morning. At 5:30, I'm getting up. And after that, I get, you know, 30 minutes to breakfast, shower, and all that. And then I have either 2 or 3 hour increments all the way up until noon. From noon to 5, that's my daily activity, where if I have to run out and do some errands, if I have to go and visit my dad and take care of some of his appointments and stuff, I'm doing that. But then after that, 8 o'clock in the evening, I'm back on the computer. I'm trying to get my work done. I just started implementing that a few days ago. So, you know, hold yourself accountable before you expect somebody else to hold you accountable. If you think that by joining any you know, business opportunity that you deserve something, you know, lose that enabled mentality. You have to lose the mentality where you think people have to prove something to you first, or where you think people are supposed to help you get to a higher position. And if they don't, or if you see them potentially lifting somebody else up and not so much you got to understand, you can't blame other people. You know, this world, one of the things that you know, I've come to realize is that, and the saying goes, and many of you have probably heard this similar saying, bad things happen to good people. And it happens on a daily basis. You see things all over the place where it's just like, man, I would hate to be in that position. But then at the same time, people feel entitled. People feel like, you know, just gimme. And like Alfredo has even said, he's had people tell him, before I give you a $40 sign up to join MCA, I want you to fly out to my house, spend time training me, or not just training, but proving to me that this system works. Show me the proof. Come on, man. That's entitlement. You see, nobody is entitled to anything, especially in the United States, even in Canada where Sean's at. You are not entitled to anything other than the opportunity. That's it. Just to have the opportunity is all you should need. And I really changed my mentality going from car sales and really struggling, trying to, up my sales, and with the pressure of selling cars to people, along with the pressure from my mid-management where I was having problems bumping heads with them and their leadership styles. Going to that event in Orlando back in, what was it, April, changed my whole perspective, especially on networking and having that mindset of success. Success isn't impossible. Anybody can do it, especially here in the United States. That's why many refugees and many people that come to the United States, they succeed because they see the opportunity that they have. Like I said, other people, they just feel entitled. So hold yourself accountable. And I know Alfredo has put some up there. There are some other people Gene has mentioned, Dios, Daniel mentioned a good book last week, Sean. Research some books. One of the best ones that Alfredo mentioned was the 21 Irrefutable Steps to Leadership. I think that's what it's called. 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. And that's a good start. Just glance through it, just read it, spend a day reading, 1 or 2 chapters. That's one of the things that I scheduled for myself is self-improvement, on becoming a better leader, becoming a better communicator. I'm pretty sure there are things you can find on YouTube and Google as far as doing lives and webinars and getting more comfortable giving presentations and things like that. But for me, I'm really focusing on becoming a better leader, especially in this online business world. And then also holding myself accountable, because once I start holding myself accountable and I really start pushing everything, people are going to become attracted to that. That's what they want. Another thing that I see, and I'm just going to hit this real fast, is when people, because I had this in car sales a lot, it comes down to people want to do something. They want to purchase a vehicle, or they want to improve their life. They want to join something because they see what it's doing for other people. The thing is that they're not asking you to prove to them what they really are asking for, and you can see it. I mean, once you tone into it, you'll see it. And when you do, just like that, you'll be able to respond accordingly. What they're looking for is reassurance. They're looking for that reassurance, number one, that they'll have you to count on as far as a leader, a sponsor, a mentor, a coach. Then they also want to make sure that you're not just leaving them high and dry once they do sign up. And the way you can do that, the way I intend on doing that, is like Alfredo's always said, always provide value. Always provide value with who you are and what you have to offer. Like I said, I haven't really been pushing things lately because I've been dealing with some other priorities, but to reprioritize, this is where I'm at, and this is where I'm coming from. So Sean, I appreciate the time, man. Again, it's great to see everybody. I'll be in Vegas.
I'll be in Vegas.
I'm getting my tickets probably within the next week, Alfredo, so I'll go through you, brother.
Awesome, man. Thanks for that. See, now think of this. He's probably a little bit uncomfortable, and I sent him a private message. Get ready for getting uncomfortable. And he went, LOL. You guys got to start doing videos, man. The videos, Alfredo talks about it all the time. Dios, Nettie, Daniel, everybody talks about it. Start doing videos. The thing of writing, words on a thing, it works. I believe it probably works 20% of the time. If you want more engagement 100% of the time, do videos and connect with people. People see your face, they hear your voice, they hear your passion, they hear you're fired up, they hear your purpose, and they're like, whoa, I need to check this out. And they're more likely to sign up with you because they know that you're serious. I mean, look at Daniel, Dios, Nettie, and Alfredo. When Dios Nettie first seen Alfredo's video and I seen his video and he's in his car crying about his kids and his story, I was crying on this side of the fence. I'm in. It's literally that. If you don't emotionally disturb people, there's no motion. Does that make sense? People live their lives logically. You have to hit them in the heart. And then they're like, boom, this guy cares. I'm in. Eddie, you're next. Go ahead, bro. You're unmuted.
Yeah, I was just bumping my heart because I was one of them too. I was like, I came a long way. I got to be honest with you guys. Since I've been in these webinars and these meetings and stuff like that, everything that I've been doing have been have been doing great. Everything I've been learning so much knowledge with you guys that I'm like sponge sponge right now. You know, I'm sucking everything, and it's just something great. And since I've been starting, every Sunday, and I was on my bed and I'm like waiting and I was looking at the page and all that. Okay, I went to data altitude. Oh, I saw it. Oh, there's a webinar. So I click on it. I was waiting for it. Like the whole day, I was in my I was searching. I was on my phone. I was waiting for this moment to be with you guys and learn. And everything that I've been doing, and I've been a copycat, just like Dios. I mean, I've been on Alfredo's page. I've been looking. I've been typing, learning everything, and I've been doing it on my own, on my own. And I've been getting a lot of friend requests from people. I even took my daughter a couple of times. Like Sean said, like I spent a lot of time with my daughter, and it also got a lot of attention from people because sometimes we gotta show that we're humans. We're humans. We work. We had our own lives. Behind everything. So, and when people see that, it gets their attention. And I get messages from people like asking me, what do you do, or what kind of person you are, like, do you know me? And I'm like, no, I'm a simple guy, humble, you know uh, just like you. I don't do anything. I don't do anything magical. Like I'm not a magician or anything. I'm just a simple guy. And I was just telling my stepdad, I'm like, I think I'm going to Vegas. I was just when Alfredo said, Ed, I want to see you in Vegas. I was like, oh man. And I look at my stepdad and I'm like, bro, I think I'm going to Vegas because I planted to go to Dallas. Um, uh, but I think it's gonna be in November. So I was like, okay. And then when Sean put October, I'm like, oh, like everything is just clicking on. Like, and I'm just um and even Alfredo says like everything that happened to him happened in Vegas. He had that trip in Vegas without nothing, no money, anything. And since he went to Vegas, everything started. When he came back home, everything started happening. And I mean, that might be one of us. I mean, if you take a risk, leave everything behind, and just go to Vegas, you know, and see what happens. And I know there's a lot of knowledge that is waiting for us. And that's beautiful in this on this business. So I mean, I started on DA, um, and then I worked my way up to MCAA. So that kind of like helped me a little bit, or having that mindset of making six figures and all that mindset before I was started to go to MCA. And I think that helped me a lot. And but I'm thinking about going to Vegas. I think.
Don't think,
I'm
bro.
pretty
Just
sure.
do it.
Yeah, I might do it. I had my phone already scheduled for the Dallas trip and everything. But I'm gonna go check it out.
Just
I'm
make
gonna
a
go check
decision.
it out.
You only got to do it once. Let me share this story with you.
Mhm.
I had an event. It was in Los Angeles, California. Never been there before. From Edmonton. It's in the summertime for the financial, and there was thousands of people there from around North America. And I'm talking like 15 plus thousand associates from North America. Okay. I knew there was an event. I had already paid the registration fee, already booked my flight. I didn't know where I was going to stay. This is a true story.
Yeah.
The power of this team will make sure that you don't sleep out on the street. I'm pretty sure of that. All you need to do, and everybody else needs to do, is get your freaking anatomies to the big event. You just got to make a decision once to never miss a big event. It's not about the how, it's not about the when, it's about the why. That's it. You just need to stop the chatter inside your brain about why I need to get there. If you're strong enough why, you'll find the how. And you're going to connect with people that are going to say to you, Ed, you know what? And this is for everybody, by the way, not just you. You need to make a decision that your life needs to change once and for all. Stop kicking the can at this thing. Get it done. And everything will work out. You'll find a place to stay. Somebody will room with you. Trust me, it will change your life. You guys need to get there.
One question.
Go ahead.
Are we going to have a car this time?
A what?
Are we going to have a car this time?
A car?
Yeah.
Somebody will
like
have
a Lambo?
Don't worry about it.
I know Fred's looking at it. I'm Fred is smiling right now. Are we going to have a car on Vegas?
We're going to have, somebody will have a car. Don't worry about it. Somebody will have a car and they will pick your ass up from the airport. Don't worry about it. Just get there. I promise you. Daniel, go ahead, bro. Cool. Thanks for sharing, Eddie.
All right, thanks.
Call me?
Yes, sir.
What's up?
I know you got some golden nuggets. Don't just sit there from Jersey. Come on, bro.
I'm in the zone right now, man.
Show some T-shirts, man. We want to see it.
I don't know if y'all deserve that. All right, I'll show you something. I'm just doing a rough design right now. Let me share my screen. Let's see.
Yeah, man. You can. Here's the other thing. You get to the airport in Vegas, jump on a shuttle for $12. Done.
You guys see my screen?
Yeah, man.
It's just rough right now. I got to do a background, but I'm laying out Vegas style. Definitely gonna do Vegas style. You down with that?
That looks like fire, bro.
Not even done.
Hell yeah, that shit is lit.
That's awesome. Are you going with those colors?
Nah, it's just for transparency for layout. I usually use yellow, black, white, and reds.
Nice.
We could definitely we'll talk.
Oh, you should also put the year, Daniel.
Oh no, I'm gonna put a ribbon at the bottom too. I'm thinking about.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
What do you think, Alfredo? Should I put like MME 2017 or something?
Yeah, it looks good, man. Just hit me up on Skype and we'll go back and forth with the design. We'll go with like 2 or 3 and let the people vote.
Yeah, I'm just getting this one together because this is going to be more intricate than the last T-shirt. I want something to really sit on a T-shirt.
It'll look nice when we mock it up on the shirt with the shirt colors.
That looks awesome, man.
Oh, this ain't even done. I haven't even done the marquee yet, and I haven't done cards and all that. There's a lot.
Put some Bitcoins up in there.
On Bitcoin?
Yeah.
All right, that's what's up.
I was gonna turn the chips into logos.
People say, "Why you put that there?" We'll say, "Let me tell you why."
Like, why you put my business? That's what I got right now. That's the first one. It's not even knowing they're done. I just getting all the lettering laid out.
Nice.
Some Vegas.
Looks sick.
That looks sexy, man.
Uh-oh, sexy time, Sean.
Sexy broad back, brother.
Sean's gonna rip his sleeves off. Walk around sexy.
No, I won't rip the sleeves off. Come on, man.
Sean's like that guy from Practical Jokers.
It's like a hangover, man.
The crazy one.
Oh, come on, man.
Grow a beard and walk around with a messenger bag.
Why you guys gotta be like that? You ganging up on me, man.
No, Jokers is not that bad, but Daniel went kind of low with that one. Practical Jokers guy is funny.
That's what I'm saying. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. We can have our own hangover in Vegas.
See, man, I meet these two jokers in freaking Hawaii, and look at that. I get busting my chops every time.
Oh, I'm a fucking clown. That's Alfredo. I'm always throwing a joke at something. Alfredo just calls me a smart ass. That's all.
You'd rather be a smart ass than a dumbass.
That's it.
Hey, Dios, what was it? Dios, Al, you guys have fun jet skiing, man?
Oh man, absolutely, bro. Let me tell you something. That's a memory for me. It's a memory for my daughter. You know, it was awesome. Alfredo got some really fast jet skis, man. I tell you, it
Yeah,
was
those are
nice,
probably
man.
what, 22 grand, Alfredo, for both of them,
No. I paid less than 20 for both of them.
including the trailer.
Nice.
That's pretty decent. Was that
No, yeah,
650?
it's good, man. They're the Sparks, and they're cheaper. And then like
125 horsepower.
no, it has 90 horsepower.
Yeah, they're
But
fast,
they're
man.
very light. They're like dirt bikes on water, so they're good to do
Nice.
stunts and tricks and jump out the
Eat
water.
amazing donuts. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, no, we had a great time, man. That was nice. Everybody got a ride to go all around, man. You go out the turns. It was awesome, man. Kids loved it.
Nice.
Not to say I got airborne a few times. I mean, they're fun. It's amazing. Hit air a few times. I'm sure
That's
some
awesome.
people who don't exercise or don't ride them that often, I'm sure you're feeling your arms and your back and your legs.
Is that Jeffrey?
Yeah.
That's Jeffrey laughing?
Yes, sir.
Whoa, Jeffrey, how you doing, man? You doing all right?
Yeah, how you feeling, bro?
Dude.
Good, bro?
Yeah, man. Doing good, man. Thank God, man. Honestly, man.
Are you out of the hospital for a
That's what's
while?
up, man. That's what's up.
Yeah. I got to the hospital. They released me, man. But I got some issues on my back with sciatica.
Oh yeah, I've been there too.
Yeah. Gotta get the operation now.
Vegas will clear that up, bro.
Yeah, you got
There you go. All right.
just pinching your nerves in the back.
Oh, man.
Hey Jeff,
Yeah, what's up, man?
is that your back, your discs in your back pinching your nerves?
Yeah, the sciatica on the lower left side of where the hip in the back is on the sciatica nerve.
Yeah.
It's pinched.
Damn.
Yeah, but I'm walking today, man. Those meds, man, did a good thing, man. I'm walking, man. That's all I care, man. I'm walking.
You mean you flying high, brother?
Yeah, man.
I'm pretty sure with those meds, you don't feel nothing, huh?
Yeah, hell, fucking, I don't feel shit.
Sleeping like a baby and shit, man.
Hell yeah, most definitely.
Throw a couple shots of Patron on there and you're good to go.
Yeah, snoring like a motherfucker.
I bet you haven't slept like that in a long time, man.
Oh, hell, fucking no. All right. Oh, man. But thanks, guys, man. I really do appreciate you guys keeping me in your prayers, man.
No problem, man. That's what it's all about. Prayers are wonderful things.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
We'll meet in Vegas, bro.
Most definitely, yes. I'm looking into it right now.
Right on.
All right.
Alicia's out there quiet. What's going on with her today? Alicia, girl, what's up? She's always got good value.
All right.
Come on, Lisa, where you at?
She can't hide anymore like when she was at the bar.
Alicia's got a lot of stuff to talk about. Alicia's got to talk about the one person who wants them to call, that she needs to call them and talk to them about the business.
Yeah.
I see her posts. Alicia has some of the most interesting posts. I love seeing her stuff.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true.
Come on, Alicia, show us your face. Show us your
Very
face.
entertaining.
Don't be shy. We don't bite.
I didn't want Sean to yell at me for drinking caffeine. Oh, he's getting on me. I ain't been doing much, man. Yeah.
What are you doing? Camping this weekend or what?
Say what?
Are you camping?
No, I'm outside on the porch. I'm out in the country.
So give us some of that good value, girl.
Good vet who don't want to watch videos, but want me to explain everything. But I learned something interesting. Well, not interesting. I kind of knew it, but it really hit me that I've been doing this for a while, for years. And I'll go up and start doing real good, and then I'll get comfortable and kind of slide down and go up, go down, go up, go down. So I really took a moment to step back and figure out everything that I wanted to do. And it's kind of like an alligator. when they eat, after they eat, that's when they're the most vulnerable. That's the time you want to go at them, and if you're going to try to catch them or do that crazy stuff people do, is after they eat, when they're full, that's when they're vulnerable and you can get them.
That is so true, Alicia. I'm glad you're saying that. That's so true. That's so true. I want to piggyback on that when you're done.
So when you market it and you start seeing success and you start making money and you're like, oh my God, I'm making 4 figures a week, you start kind of getting comfortable, and then you start to slide off a little bit because you didn't got comfortable and you're not striving as hard. So the better you start doing online, the more success you start getting, the further you start going. You just got to keep going harder and harder. You can't stop. You can't get comfortable because that's when you start getting vulnerable. You can't ever let yourself skip food. You got to stay hungry every day, or you just people going to fly right past you. Like Alfredo flew right past me. I'm telling you, I started 2012, same year he did. Didn't even know who the hell he was. But I got full. I stopped being hungry. And now he way up here. And I'm like, shit, now I got to catch up. Same with Jermaine. I think Jermaine started about a year after I jumped on. He doing it big because he never, ever got full. He stayed hungry every day. So if y'all been watching my videos, I got my kids saying every day, what do we do every day? We grind every day. Don't ever get comfortable. Don't get full. That's my value for tonight.
All right. Well spoken.
Awesome, girl. Awesome.
Real quick, Sean, if I could just kind of piggyback on what Alicia said, that is one of the most realest things that could be said about almost anything that you do. If you get comfortable, there's no room for improvement. And everybody likes being comfortable. Nobody likes change. One of the things that really smacked me in the face, and it wasn't recent, it's been a while back that I finally put 2 and 2 together. In the military, they go, in fact, when I was in a unit that invaded Iraq for the Iraq War back in 2003, we were so far ahead of our supply lines that we were getting mad because we were being given only 1 meal per day and maybe 2 or 3 bottles of water. And we were in Iraq, where it's over 100 degrees, even in February and March, right before we were invading. And one of the things that I started to realize shortly thereafter in talking to all of my military commanders is that it's not so much about treating you guys bad. It's just that we want you guys to have a mentality of wanting it. Meaning, if they were able to, and they kind of didn't want to come out right and just say this, but they were getting the point across that if they were able to give us, whatever food we wanted, however we wanted, we wouldn't be as passionate about doing the job we were meant to do. Meaning, just like Alicia was saying, we would be full, we would be comfortable, we wouldn't be alert, we wouldn't be on our 110, grind, ready for action. And that's, that makes a whole lot of sense. I'm glad Alicia said something like that, because it finally dawned on me that, it wasn't necessarily a strategy that's used on purpose, but it does have a purpose. When you become hungry, it's just like Eric Thomas, that famous motivational speaker. He's got a little quote, a little speech that he gives. Every morning in Africa, a gazelle wakes up and their sole purpose is to survive. But how do they survive? They have to be faster than the slowest gazelle. And as far as the lion goes, the lion wakes up with a similar mentality. He wakes up wanting to survive. But how does he survive? He has to be faster than the slowest gazelle to be able to catch that slowest gazelle. And either way, when you look at it, both the lion and the gazelle, they wake up hungry to survive. That's kind of a similar mentality that we all got to have. And that's, everything changes once you change your mind. When you change your frame of mind, when you start looking at things in a different perspective, and instead of questioning why things aren't going your way or why things aren't happening the way you want them to, if you change it just a little bit, just realign yourself to look at it from a different angle and say, how can I change this? How can I make it better for me, for my family? How can I make this opportunity work? That's where progress is gonna start to come into place. So I just wanted to piggyback on what Alicia said. Alicia, you have a lot of good stuff, man. I like tuning in on your lives.
Yes, she does. She has lots of value. We got her uncomfortable getting uncomfortable. Now she's just on a roll, baby. And she inspires a lot of women. And you know what? Most people can't handle the truth, and she's a straight shooter. I'm a straight shooter. I'm a male version of her. I just tell it how it is. People don't like it. Next. And some will, some won't. Enough will. That's the bottom line. Thanks for that, Alicia. That was awesome. Anybody else got to share the last little bit here? Anybody? Anybody? You got anything else, Daniel?
Work hard, grind, don't stop. I'm grinding. I want to get these t-shirt designs done, so I'm going to sign off. It was good. It's getting late. I got a lot of designing to do, so I'm going to be up really late tonight.
All right.
You know, guys, little tidbit of information to piggyback off Mark. I was in the Coast Guard, so my job was to, search and rescue. That's what I did. When I went to Pensacola, Florida for Air Crew Survival School with the Navy SEALs, they also taught us a lesson, sea survival. Hesitate and you die. That's just the bottom line. Ocean survival, you got to keep going. It's kind of like what Alicia said with the alligators and stuff like that. You gotta have just a hungry mindset in anything you do. Like Alfredo talked about, I had my four-figure day online. It was right after Hawaii, and Alfredo said, that's just the beginning. Don't stop. Don't think, okay, well, I found what I need to find, and I'm going to be good. Just keep it going, keep it going. And that's what I've been doing, man. I've just been finding, opportunities and strategies, and, I did last week. I do a lot of reading of books and audio books, and that's what I do, man. Just like I said, feed your mind. Everybody tells me that they see me reading. Where do you find the time? Where do you find the time? In all reality, your mind is just 15 to 20 minutes to straight some kind of information. And it literally will structurally rewire your brain for a different thought pattern. Mark could tell you he was in the military. One thing in the military, too, as soon as you got off the bus, I was a kid from, the city. I was a tough guy. I was this, I was that. And you get off the bus, and the first thing they do, and they mentally break you down in the military, and they build you back up. And you think at first, oh, these guys are being jerks, these guys are being assholes. But there's a purpose in mind with that. It's to get you out of your comfort level, to build you up and take your mind to the next level that you didn't even think. And it's a subconscious thing. Mark could attest to this. It's really subconsciously. You just become this strong, just this mentally tough person that, I can get through anything. And literally you see this where, people from outside the military, kind of criticize soldiers and, sailors, but, oh, these guys are crazy. They think they're invincible. No, it's not that. Our minds are just so fortified that literally we think we can run through walls. And that's just the positive. That's the aspect of just that positive reinforcement and that mental restructuring, where if you really took that mindset and really kind of even studied, there's great books. I'll get you the list. There's a Navy SEAL who just wrote a book, and it's all about mind thought and refocusing your mind and strategies. And he's got a whole bunch of, it's just tons of information in that book. But if you take just that military mindset, I'm not saying you got to walk around and be a position of attention and, elbows off the table type attitude, but in your mind, you should be doing it. Not just physically, but in your mind. Picturing everything you're going at with that kind of structure, and you'd be surprised, man. I mean, you guys would be surprised what you can accomplish. And, you got people on here, and including myself, I've been doing this over a year now, but you got people every day attesting to this that, if you just follow the information and really get your mind just for that success mindset, get ready for the money, get ready for the obligations, because you also got to remember this. Everybody loves calling themselves entrepreneurs, but this is literally sink or swim. Yes, you're jumping in the deep end and not knowing how to swim. This is literally what it is. And it's make or break. And there's no blame it on this person and blame it on that person. Listen, I had tons of downfalls, man. I'm still here talking to you guys on a Sunday night. There's no quitting me, man, because let me tell you, I got plans that, I'd be here all night telling you the plans I have for my future, my 5-year plan, as corporate America would say, where I'm just going to do the things I set out to do. You know, whether it takes me 5-10 years, it's going to be done. You know, I got plans to move, buy a bigger house. I got plans to do things. Alfredo's helping me every day, every step of the way. I'm always with Alfredo. You guys see it all over Facebook. I'm always with him because I just value the friendship, but I also value that mentorship. Alfredo has given me a wealth of knowledge in the past year that, well, not even a year because I haven't known Alfredo that long, but maybe 8-9 months. And, but in those 9 months, I always tell him, man, dude, I've learned so much. It's probably 10s and maybe 20 years worth of knowledge that in 9 months that I've gained to become a better entrepreneur and become a better person. I used to restrict my son. I think I said this story on Facebook. I restricted my son in certain activities because of his autism. And Alfredo's has showed me just by his way that, you know, not say, oh, don't restrict your son, but let him try. And jet skiing was the biggest thing. Like if you know autism, it's a sensory overload. That's all it is. That's what autism is. People think it's some form of retardation, and it's not. Autism is, you know, my son's IQ is through the roof. If you guys met my son, Al got to meet my son and got to actually talk to my son. I was blown away by how smart my son was.
Very sharp, intelligent kid. Definitely, man, knows his stuff, man. When he was talking to me, man, he knows his stuff, man. I can't put it in any other words, man. Very smart.
And that's what I was always restrictive of my son of loud noises and stuff. And I got him on a jet ski doing 60 miles an hour over the water. And I thought the wind, just the splashing, and I mean, it's for a normal person, it's really loud. The roaring of the engine, and to a hypersensitive child, man, sometimes it could just be too overwhelming. And I was always restricting. Oh, I don't really want to do this with him because he might not have a good reaction. Alfredo said, dude, just take it. We took him. Dude, he had a blast. He was ready to go back on Saturday, but we couldn't make it. But it's just that's the power of just that positive environment we're in, where we're just, you know, the encouragement, even if it's not direct, it's indirect, and just passing the knowledge of Sunday nights, man, to take something in. Like Dios Neri said it, I heard Sean say it, I heard Alfredo say it, that we might not be thinking of something, and maybe a newbie who just comes in says something that sparks our interest and goes, wow, I never thought of that. You know, it's knowledge can come from every angle, man. So that's why we always say it's important to get on these, because anybody who just got in yesterday versus people who've been in 5, 10, 15 years, all that knowledge just comes together, and, you know, it's just seeing things from different angles, which I think is huge for all of us, man. I think we all just stick to the course, man. We're gonna be in a damn good place, you know, in the years to come. So with that, I'm gonna go. It's 10:30. I got a lot of work, so I'm not gonna ramble anymore. Hold everybody up. But you know what, guys, have a good night. Keep grinding, and you know, just keep crushing it.
Later, Daniel.
Later, Daniel.
Have a good night, guys.
Anybody else, real quick?
Later, Daniel, man. You brought me back to my basic training days, bro, with that book. So.
I miss it. In a lot of ways, I miss it, man. But you know, I moved on, and life is good, man. You know.
Yeah, awesome. Pretty soon, I'll be right there pretty soon, man. I can't wait that day.
But you know what I'm gonna say, man? I'll give you. I know you can't wait and everything, but just embrace every day, man. It's just, you know what? I used to say the same thing was time to get out and make money. But I'll tell you, some of the people I miss the most are my Coast Guard buddies, man. I talk to them on Facebook a lot. I miss those guys. You know, we've done a lot. We've saved people's lives together, and we've done, you know, some flying in hurricanes in Miami and helicopters. I've done all that stuff. You know, I miss it. It's a big part of my life. It still is. I hold it near and dear. I still walk around with Coast Guard T-shirts, coffee mugs. And it's just, you know, it's something I'll never experience again in life, man. So I cherish those memories with my buddies and shipmates, and, you know, just enjoy it, man. I'm telling you, it'll go quick. It will definitely go quick, man. I just turned 41 and I still can't believe it. You know, I was just a 25-year-old getting drunk and fighting, and to this now, you know, it's crazy. It's a whole different perspective on life. But man, just cherish it, Gene, man. I wish you the best. I know, you know, you're growing in life with your wife and everything, man. And, you know, just keep the mindset. You're on the right track, man, and you're going to do great things. We know it.
Oh, bro. Oh.
This is what I can share. I'll share this as closing. For all the young fathers out there, and Daniel and I probably around the same, and probably same with Alfredo and Dios Neri, you guys want to embrace this so you don't miss out on your kids' lives, because before you know it, life will pass you by. Your kid will be 16, 18, 21, boom, and you're going to be in your 60s going, where the hell did life go? It goes that fast. Get yourself into a position so that you can do what you need to do and you can help your family get into a better spot so that everything is where it needs to be. Because there's two things, like Dios Neri said, death and taxes. Life is going to pass us by. We need to collapse time frames with this online business that we're in. Make it happen fast so that you can enjoy your life the way you want. Most people want to have happen, but won't because they're not willing to take the risk like you and I have. And I'll end with that, guys. Get yourself into a position where the boss is not controlling you and you're in the passenger seat of your life. Alicia's experienced it over the last few months. Dios Neri, the same thing. Daniel, the same thing. Fire your boss and get into the driver's seat of your life with this business opportunity. This team is here to support and guide you. I'm out. I think that's it, man. We had a great session. I don't know what else to say. Has anybody else got anything good to say? But we're truly blessed to be in this position where we're at with the right people at the right time. We got to make shit happen fast. Success loves speed. Who the hell wants to get rich slow? So I believe in a get rich quick because our lives are flying by. I'm 44. Nobody wants to get rich slow. Let's get rich fast, make a boatload of money, help a lot of people do it, help them fire their bosses. Thanks, guys. Good night.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
God
Have a
bless
good
you
night,
all.
everybody.
Love you all. See you next time.
All right.
All right, man. Until next time.
See ya in Vegas.
See you guys.
See you guys.
Yeah.